Hello. Welcome to the show. Hey, Salty. So, the reason I'm going live right now is because I have. I'm hearing- There we go. Let me fix that. Okay. Well, the problem I'm having is I did something and broke my Mustang. I don't know what I did. I was plugging a battery cable back on because I disconnect it when I'm doing things, and it sparked a little bit. Nothing super out of the ordinary, but now my car has no power. But the battery's still good with it connected, and nothing's coming on. No lights, nothing. Won't start, won't do anything. I mean, I open the door, no lights, no headlights, nothing. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm not sure what to do. I checked most of the fuses I could find, and they all seem to be okay. I don't know what else could have gone wrong, but if anybody has any ideas, I'm willing to hear them because you know, and I even checked the connection between the positive lead and the three positives coming into the fuse box, and they're all seeming to be pretty good. So, but what I really need right now is one of the techs in here. Need HPR to show up or somebody. What's up, Bama? How's it going? Oh, I just kind of screwed up my car and kind of irritated because it's an electrical issue and I have no idea what it might be. So if anybody's got any ideas, yeah, I did. I let it sit for a few minutes, reconnected it, nothing. It's just dead. But right now it's disconnected again because I don't want to leave it connected if something's wrong. Hey, Boo Static. What happened? Well, I was unhooking my watt box, so I disconnected the negative battery terminal, unhooked everything, cleaned everything up, got everything reconnected that needed to be, the wires that needed to be reconnected, got all that done, reconnected all my plugs, checked everything about 3 times to make sure it was all connected and in the right place. And then I went and put the battery cable back on, and um, it sparked like it does a lot of times. Maybe it was a bigger spark than normal, but now nothing works. It's like totally dead. Battery's still fully powered. Right now, it's sitting with the battery disconnected again because, you know, and now if when I reconnected it the second time after letting it sit for a little while, no sparks, nothing. It's like it's not even seeing anything. So I don't know what's wrong. But I checked the ground cable. Ground cable still connected. So I had ground everywhere from the cable. So I checked all the ground spots all over. I did continuity checks on that, continuity checks on the positive cable to the positive leads coming up to the fuse box, and they're all good. Yeah. If it was a fuse, what fuse? Inside the car, outside the car? I don't have, like in the 2018, I know they have a mega fuse right there next to the fuse box, and I don't have it. And where are the stud fuses? Are those the ones under the studs? Are they under the studs? I don't have a large mega fuse. I can't find it. I mean, I don't think they put the mega fuses in the 15 through 17s. Mine's a 16, and I've seen the mega fuse. I know where it sits. You open the box and it's covered by itself. You open that up, and that's a massive fuse, 125 amp. That would be hard for me to blow with just connecting a battery cable. And if I had one, I'd check it. But it's where would that be? So it's all the way from the positive battery cable at the battery to the 3 power wires that come into the fuse box because they're all on the side. You can get to them. I tested continuity and they're all good. So nothing's blown to the fuse box. So it's got to be from the fuse box out. Um, I don't know if I killed anything. What's up, Zach?
Hey,
I don't know if I killed anything I mean, even if I killed a computer, if it like shocked the computer somehow instead of, blowing a fuse, would that just make nothing work? I mean, nothing works. It doesn't. you know, when you hook a battery up on the new ones, it usually clicks a few things as they come on. Nothing. So I don't know what it did. And it's kind of irritating. But I don't know where anything else would be, any other fuses that could be that big that would disconnect everything. Power cable to the starter maybe somehow came loose or frayed. No, it's still on there well. And if it wasn't, I wouldn't have the power, because power actually goes straight from the battery down to the starter and then back up to the fuse box. It's kind of stupid the way they do that, but it's the way they do that. So, and no, I was just looking at it like 2 days ago. It's fine. I can't see it going bad in like a day. No, I didn't drive past a Chrysler product and insult it. Well, maybe I did. Actually, today I did. I did earlier today, but I didn't insult it. I just drove past it when it tried to speed past me. But the car was working fine earlier. I had just disconnected the battery so that I could disconnect some electronics, and because I had to unplug the ECU, and I don't like to have the battery connected when I do that. But everything was reconnected before I plugged it back in, and I don't know what it did. No, nothing. No key. Well, I don't have a key, but yeah, so I didn't realize it was completely dead until I opened the car door and didn't really pay attention to the fact that no lights came on, nothing happened. And I hit the button and nothing. So then I started checking everything, and everything was dead. No key, no headlights, no interior lights, nothing. No noises. Oh, even my what do you call that thing? My pump in the back won't come on, which requires an on signal. So it has to be in auxiliary mode for that to come on. It's just kind of just annoying because it's not something I've ever had happen before. Something I always worry about is a car dying like that. And, is there power to the ODB port? I do not know. It's hard for me to check without any other power to turn it on. Hey, Salty.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Not well.
No, I heard you. I was the first one in the live, and I heard you, and I called Ken, and
Yeah.
he goes, why didn't Pinks just call me on the phone?
Oh, because I didn't want to bother him. I didn't. If he wasn't free, I don't like bothering him.
Well, I asked him. He said right now he can't come up on the panel. He's got some things going on. He said,
That's
but
fine.
he said, did you check the fuse? Did you trace it back from the battery to the fuse box?
I have power going all the way to this box.
Okay, you do got power going to the fuse box.
Well, I have.
Okay, because
I have connection because I had the battery disconnected at that point, and I was just checking at the 3-post end of the fuse box. I was just checking for continuity from the battery post, and it's got continuity.
he said it sounds to him like you popped the main fuse somewhere, but he said you just got to trace it down and find out which
I
fuse
don't
got
know where
popped.
a main fuse would be in that thing, because I know on the newer ones they have that master fuse, that mega fuse. It's a huge thing, and that I could find a way to replace that if I needed to, but I don't have one. I know where it's supposed to be, but my car doesn't have one.
Okay. He said, but if you needed to, you could call him on the phone. That's what he just said.
Yeah. Oh, he's right there. Under the hood.
Oh, is he in the chat? Okay.
Okay. So what I did, Ken, is I didn't check for power coming off those ports. I just checked for continuity because I had the negative disconnected again because I didn't know what went wrong. If there was some type of short, I didn't want to keep it connected. But I can go redo that. I can walk out there with the laptop. And then you're talking about the 3 wires that come into the fuse box? Okay, I'll go do that. We're going to go for a walk.
Okay.
Get a drink of water here because I'm thirsty. Okay. Now, I wonder.
Well, there he is in the chat. What's up, Mr. Hilliard?
Yeah, he's been there. He's been asking questions.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
Okay.
He said check the battery first to see if it has 12 volts.
Oh, I gotta turn my stereo off. I got
Okay.
flying out here.
Okay. I don't know if you are able to see his comments. He said check the battery first to see if it's got 12 volts.
I can see his comment. I'm on a laptop. So
Oh, okay, okay. I didn't know. I didn't know if you were walking or not paying attention or not.
Oh no. Haven't taken. No, I have not taken any grounds loose. Get my meter out.
There's that 2.7 liter again. What's going on, dude? Whoever you are, what's going on?
Okay. Oh, I think it might have reset itself, whatever it was. Seems to be working now. I did this earlier and it didn't work.
There you go, Ken. What Booster Dick said. He said he was installing his MSD watt box.
I was doing what?
You were installing your MSD watt box?
No, I was uninstalling my the other watt box.
Okay, you were uninstalling your other
I was
watt box.
uninstalling. Okay. That's disconnecting wires at the ECU, but let me check something here real quick. It's working again. Sweet.
Well, there you go.
Okay, well, I guess it just needed to reset itself, whatever it was. But
He just needed-
didn't do it. This time I gave it like 10 minutes and it seemed to work. Now,
He needed a reason to go live.
I did. I needed a reason to go live. I fixed it. I'm a genius, and
He's a genius and didn't even know it.
all the credit goes to HPR because he fixed it because he was here.
What's up, Ford Blue? What's up, Bama?
Yeah, it's all thanks to HPR fixing my car by just being here. And yes, I am actually installing the other watt box too. I'm swapping them out, but the only thing I'd done really at that point was take the other one out.
Keep it fast,
I
truck.
think according to the directions, everything's working right. And I just need to plug it all in now.
Ken says, laughing my ass off.
Yeah, of course he is. Let's see.
What's up, too fast, truck?
Well,
What's up, Miss Carol?
Connected with red wires, the two-step connected with black wires. Did I do that? Okay, I did. I turned the
Boss man, what's up, buddy?
Now you're all good. And we got an LED. That's what we needed. Turn that off. Okay. You like this? You like this headband I've got? It's so stylish. It's like so me.
Oh, I got it on the chat. I don't even see it.
It's blindingly bright.
Is that the kind you wave your hand in front of, it comes on, and wave your hand again, it goes off?
If I turn that on, but I never turn that on.
Okay, so that's the kind you got. I don't got one like that. I just got a regular old
I
headband.
got two of them because they were so cheap at the time.
Oh, okay.
They were running a sale and I think it might have been. I watched somebody had it on their channel. Was it Drew? Maybe.
I know Ken and Cooler uses some kind of headband. I don't know if that's the same type.
Yeah, I can't even remember the brand name for it anymore. And weirdly, I don't think they put their name on it. I don't know why they wouldn't, unless of course that would cost them more. It's probably.
I just got one.
It's probably the same
those
one.
cheap.
A
I'm
bunch
sorry.
of people sell and yeah. Well, oh, it was Brailsford. Okay. What is it? Odelphi. Yeah, I have a box for one somewhere in my room, but yeah, they work really good.
I just got one of them old cheap ones from Walmart. No, I'm not Walmart. Home Depot. The headband with the little light, the little LED light thing on the front of it.
Oh yeah, I got a couple of those too.
Yeah.
That one
Matter of fact,
works so
I've
much
never
better.
I've never used it. It's still wrapped up in the package. I've never even took it out of the package. So I don't
They
know how
have
it
the
works yet.
$300 Snap-on headband. Yeah,
Oh,
I think I'm fine with paying like $25 for 2 headbands. They're LED
yeah.
work fine. And
Yeah.
they have Type C chargers, which is really nice.
I could find a lot better things to spend $300 on.
Oh, so could I. Like MSD watch box right here. That's what these cost. These are like $100.
You know, if that Snap-on one had the name Home Depot or Lowe's on it, it would probably be like $40. But since
Yep.
it's got Snap-on it, it's $300.
Oh yeah, definitely. $300. It's a $300 feature there. I think I'm gonna mount this right somewhere. Right somewhere. I don't know where I'm gonna mount this. I'd like to not have to drill holes or screw holes, but I can. I have a nice flat spot right here, or a spot right here on the side of this pillar.
Can you use some damn 3M two-sided tape without having to drill a hole? Would it hold?
I don't think so in the heat in here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I have self-tappers that'll tap right into this metal. And there's nothing behind that, I don't believe, other than the wheel well. I don't believe. I was hoping to find a place I could mount it where there was already screws, but no such luck. You know, right there in front of where my fuel gauge is, right? So where the air box would normally be on these.
Somebody here named Angie Donowski, or I can't pronounce that last name. Yep. Hello. Hello.
Angie.
How are you?
Welcome to the channel, and she's laughing at something. So,
just out of curiosity, is any of you guys in the basement? If you are, type in the chat so Pink will know it.
There is nobody in the basement. I can see the basement. It's huge.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. What's going on there, Mr. Bama? Surprised Bama's not in the.
So I was supposed to be working on my trailer again today, but I woke up and was taking a shower, and after I was done with my shower, I sneezed and coughed and threw my back out mostly again.
Ken said you need some nut search.
I need some nut search. Why do I need nut search? I have nut search. I have a ton of them. Oh,
I guess to mount that.
Wouldn't have to drill. I have nut search, Ken. I have rivets. I have nut search. I always call them. I didn't call them nut search. Riv nuts. We call them riv nuts for years. So I use those at work, and I have all this to do them with here. I just don't know where they are.
Sometimes I hate rivets, man, because when something breaks down and you need to get it off, you have to drill it out and all that shit. I'd rather just have a nut and bolt or something, or a self-tapper and just pop it right out.
Yeah.
I'm wrong.
Back on $130. Finn's big tool store for 40. Yeah, I have a nice Kershaw anyway, and it cost me like 25 last time I bought it, and I like it. It's a this one's the Ken Onion design, little Kershaw. It's kind of nice. See that? Let me block out that light so you can see. Oh, I just got lights everywhere in this damn garage, and none where I need them.
Ken, I'm glad I called you on the phone, buddy.
Yeah, I'm glad you showed up, Ken. I didn't call you because I didn't want to bother you on a Sunday. I just figured if you weren't busy, you'd be able to come into a chat. But if you were, you wouldn't. Either way, I don't like bothering people on Sundays. Yeah, I know what nut search are. You put them in a hole and you tighten them up, and they crimp on the backside, and bam, you have a nut in the body. And they're awesome. I used them all the time. My old job.
Just chilling today, Bama.
And I didn't have to buy them. And If you're wondering, this is none of the brand names probably anybody knows unless you do electrical or electronics. Yeah, BK Precision.
Oh, I thought you was gonna say Klein, and say I know what Klein is.
No,
I got
no,
a hell of a
no,
lot. I
no,
got a
that's
hell of a lot of
electrician.
Klein tools. I got a hell of a lot of Klein tools.
This is BK Precision, and it's a super fast reader, but it's non-RMS because
Oh,
I
okay.
can't do RMS. I for some things I need that. I have other tools for that, but RMS
Can
slows
say
down because it has to do calculations.
I was gonna say if there's a Klein tool that Klein makes, I guarantee you I got it.
Damn, you sound like you were an electrician.
My dad was, and I got all of his tools. I still got his tool pouch and all of his tools still in there. I've never even taken nothing out of it.
Give me some of those because all my client tools were stolen.
I got man. I got full damn nut driver sets. I got every damn thing, man. I got all that kind of shit.
I don't have anything fine in here anymore. Not in this toolbox.
And I still got my wiggle tail damn Klein flathead screwdriver, dude. I'll tell you what, people say what they want.
I have one. It tells me where power is.
People can say what they want about that flathead screwdriver, but that is a badass flathead screwdriver. If you know how to use it properly. That little wiggle tail's awesome.
Oh, what are we doing here? I just have fluke. I had a bunch of flukes. I used to have a fluke that I gave my son that I got in the Army. The thing was ancient. It was a $400 when it was new, and it was about 3 times the size of that one, and it did less. So, but I've had other flukes. I don't have them anymore.
Man, I got an old Milwaukee drill. It's guaranteed to break your arm. Guaranteed.
So I'm torn on that new saw. When I do buy one, I'm not buying it now because I don't really need it, and it's a lot of money. On whether I'm going to go with the Milwaukee or the Porter cable. They're both really good from what I've been reading for about the same price.
Well, you remember the old big Milwaukee drills that people used to drill out residential houses? Big damn Milwaukee drills. I got one too, and I guarantee you that some bitch is guaranteed to break your arm or shoulder every time if you don't watch it. That some bitch will sling your ass into a wall in a heartbeat. No, mine's electric.
See this one?
Oh, I know.
This has just as much power or more than that one, and they have one that's stronger than this one. I know.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've almost broken my arm with one 3 times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've had that damn. Go ahead.
When I was doing houses, oh my God. When I was stringing a house, I used to hit those things so quick and so hard, and I'd catch a nail without a nail eater, or even with a nail eater and not be ready for it, and I would about break my arm. This does the same damn thing. I could not believe how strong it was.
Okay, who is OBS4 chick?
That would be Jamie.
Oh, she doesn't change her name and her damn thing.
She keeps buying OBS Forge, which ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it.
So, have you found anything wrong with that one you just bought?
I'm at 60.
Yeah.
I drove it up to Clarksville, Tennessee, Fort Campbell, and back this weekend.
Problems?
When you fill up.
Oh well, that's a problem.
Oh yeah. It hurts your debit card, don't it?
Now I got 13, surprisingly, actually. Just straight, because I drove down to Huntsville. I was gonna put the running boards on it and do a couple things, but I just ended up just driving it on Saturday and toying around, and then you know what? It's like, and then I left Saturday night to come back to the DC area.
Hey, Miss Linda, how you doing?
So I'm just kind of putting it through its paces before I make the cross country trip in it.
Stupid fast truck, yes, it's an old electric drill. That thing is probably, I don't know, it's probably better than 30 years old. 40, it may be more than that.
The one power window regulator needs to be replaced.
The 1 hour?
That's all.
The
That's
what?
always the fun job, replacing damn window regulators in the old trucks. Them things are aggravating as shit sometimes.
The rear fuel pump is really loud.
Oh, you finna have to change that.
I was gonna say that sounds like it's dying.
The front pump and tank is new. The
Okay.
rear tank is not. It's not the original, but
Well, is the front and rear tank not joined?
No,
Are they
No.
not one tank?
on a
they're both
switch.
both 18 gallons.
Oh, okay, okay.
Funny
Two
thing
18s?
is, this 87 is carbureted and it's got internal electric pumps.
Yeah,
But they're low psi.
yeah. That doesn't sound unusual because it's the big block.
I thought there would be an external mechanical fuel pump on the engine, which there isn't. It's just run by two lower psi.
Oh, they don't have the front pump.
No, it's only the internal fuel pumps. It doesn't even have the frame rail fuel pump like some of the EFI brick noses, the early
Yeah,
ones.
like the helper pumps.
Yeah, but
Right.
these have the intake pumps.
I guess that is like what 2 years before they went fully injected, right?
88 they went fully injected.
So-
This is like the last, and it's a non-catalyst, so there's no catalytic converter. This is
Oh,
the
wow.
last carbureted Ford, but it's got the newer style change with the.
Damn, did it come with no cats from the factory?
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no cats. It's even on
Would
the
have been the last year to have that.
on the emission
But,
sticker.
what carburetor's on it? Do you know?
It's a Holly 600.
So it's not the original; it's aftermarket.
No, I think the original was a Motorcraft like 4180 or something. I don't know. This has a Holly 8457 with a build date of 2011.
Oh yes, definitely
Brand new.
definitely a damn older later model
Brand
carburetor.
new one.
Somebody put a new one in it. Well, the original owner did. He said he put a new carburetor in it.
So how many owners have there been?
Just one, him.
So you're the second owner.
Yep.
That's nice. That is super nice.
So overall, how are you liking the truck?
Oh, it's great. It's fun. It's comfortable. It's
What seats does it? Is it the cloth?
it's a cloth bench.
Oh, it's the full bench.
Hold on. Let me look at the interior. Let me look at the picture. I was too busy driving the truck.
I was too busy driving to notice what I was sitting on.
But I did have to adjust the seat. It's got more adjustability than my 97 because it's got the back seat. Because the original owner is 6'2",
Nice.
which I'm not.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're what? And you're what? 5'5", 5'6", something like that.
5'7".
Oh, damn, you're taller than me.
Hey,
Goddamn, everybody's taller than me. Everybody's
my
taller
wife.
than Salty.
How tall are you, Salty? 5'5"?
5'6", 5'6 and a half, something like
My
that.
wife's shorter than you. How's that?
Well,
Make you feel
Damn.
better?
Both my sisters are 5'10".
makes me feel
Yeah.
better. And Bama, you shut up because I know you got something coming out of your mouth in a second.
Next time I
But
come on live stream to fix mine with just a wave of his hand. No shit. I tell you, it worked.
and,
Yeah,
and
no
this,
shit. You're right. It
I
did.
got the
didn't it?
HDR Juju.
and this
Sorry about
4.6
the light.
doesn't have an overdrive, so
Oh, no overdrive. Are you gonna swap that out?
but I set the cruise control at 70 and cruised up 65 up to about 24. Well, Nashville and Clarksville.
You had no overdrive and still got 13 miles per gallon?
It was like 13.48 when I checked it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because see, you got to remember when they built those trucks back in those days, the speed limit was 55, so that's what they were built and geared for.
It's got a
That's-
355 rear in it,
Oh, okay.
but it's got a granny low.
Oh, so yours is a manual?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's
It's 3 or 4 speed. I can't remember.
It's a 4-speed, but
Granny low and 3.
I just take off in second. It's
Yeah. Not like you don't have the power.
You see what Scott said? He goes, "What brand of gas you buy?" He wants to buy it.
So I can buy stock.
Why?
He wants
I
to
run
buy stock in that brand. I get it.
I was running premium in that 460.
Wow, premium.
Premium, damn.
I would swear that the lower you get slightly better gas mileage with a lower quality, don't you?
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'd have ran that bitch straight on 87. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to nobody.
So here's the interior.
I know when my Focus isn't tuned, it actually gets better gas mileage on 87. Okay, you do have the straight bench. That's nice. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Those were comfy. Oh my god. Wow.
Nah,
Definitely
here's my glamour shot.
Let's see. Yeah, that. I love that. That two-tone. It's pretty sweet.
I'm gonna put the running boards back on it.
Talking about the old aluminum. Talking about the old aluminum running boards that went from the damn front of the fender to the back of the fender.
The guy took them off.
Where are you right now?
I am back in the DC area.
Okay, I was gonna say it doesn't look like you're in Bama. You're not.
So it has a
fat boy fuck.
It has a build date of 2 of 87.
2 of 87.
Yeah.
This one has a build date of August of 15.
Not me, Bama.
I had to get a different two-step. The first one I bought was the wrong one.
Bama, don't forget you 10 years older than me, brother. You collecting grannies before me.
Yeah, I did post it on Instagram. I also posted a selfie of me in some barbecue joint in Tennessee when I was coming back from Nashville.
Yeah. You're definitely building your granny resume faster than I'm building mine.
Here's the under the bed mat. I mean, it's.
Oh, Selfie loves grannies.
Yeah, that's why I was saying he's 10 years older than me, so he's definitely building his granny resume faster than I am. That's a guarantee.
Do you have jump seats in the back or regular seats in the back?
It's hold on, let me find it. Oh, I was tickled pink. I took a lot of pictures of this truck.
Hey, if you didn't love it, you wouldn't have bought it.
That's right.
But it was a steal of a deal for that.
I think my daughter's gonna have a hard time pushing the clutch in though.
Oh yeah, it's super heavy. You can alleviate that though. Oh, it's not hydraulic at all, is it?
No. Well, yeah, it is hydraulic. It is hydraulic. Yes. Oh. But it's really stiff.
Is there not a spring on it?
It's probably the slave cylinder. If you change the slave cylinder, you probably get a easier pedal.
It's got to be a Southern truck, and I swear it was kept inside.
Oh yeah. He garage kept it like.
It was a garage queen. Really was. It's low mileage too.
He drove it. He drove it to Davenport to move farm equipment. So the rear springs are kind of worn because he towed a lot of heavy with it.
Okay, that's not hard to fix. It's leaf, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could probably just put some helper springs in it.
Fix for that.
Yeah, they make helper springs you can just put right in there and don't even have to change
the helper springs or the bags, one of the two.
He used the truck. He didn't abuse it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they're definitely different.
Nice. I haven't seen one of those in forever.
Well, I might drive it to Ford Takeover. Who knows?
Hey, that's a good truck to bring.
Yeah, because guaranteed there's not going to be very many of them, so that one probably draw a lot of attention.
How's it sound? Does it have a good exhaust on it, or is it stock and quiet?
What's up there, Victor?
Quiet. It's super quiet.
Yeah. You need to fix that and make it super loud.
Yeah, man. Get you some damn Super 10s or some Super 44s and put on that joker.
I'll put cherry bombs. I put cherry bombs on my first 460. It sounded like, well, I was a teenager and didn't know as much as I was an idiot cheerleader teenager.
Put some Super 44s and make that truck sound good.
It sound good because it's a 4-cylinder. But my wife's old V6 had some cherry bombs on it with some Bassani mufflers on the back.
There's the drinking buddy. There's my drinking buddy.
Oh yeah, that is definitely a big drinker. That's a heavy drinker right there.
Like I said, you can put some damn Flowmaster Super 44s on that thing. Man, it'd sound good.
And this is the
Oh, you
toolbox. It's a UWS. Yeah, Super 44. I've thought about them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they would sound good on that truck.
It would. They would.
It's got a
definitely-
UWS,
What is UWS again?
United Welding Services. It's in
Welders,
Florida.
huh?
They make. I didn't know. I mean, it's a good. Looks like a good toolbox, but I'm gonna be filling it up with
Tools.
some Harbor Freight. Yeah, because if you drive an OBS across country,
Better have some tools.
because I know when I took my 351, I took Pelican cases.
You could tell it's in cases of tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when I moved my camper to Alabama, I moved it with my 351.
I gotta lift this thing up to do this. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, you can go to Harbor Freight and buy the tool bags because they got them really reasonable. And that's what I got in my toolbox. I took the tool. I used to have a toolbox, a black one. I took it out and I bought tool bags and put all my tools, separated all my tools into tool bags. And now I can find everything. Everything's where I need it to be.
Is HBR still in here? Leave. I had one more
Hey.
question for him.
Hey, Kenneth, are you still in here? He talking to that motherfucker. Hey, don't fucking Kenneth.
I would never call him that. That's just rude.
I wonder what. I wonder.
I do it. I do it just to insult him.
Ah.
I wonder. If
I'm just trying to figure out what wire I need to use on the clutch for this, and whether it's grounded or a 12 volt.
I wonder if I'll get the same fuel economy as my 351 pulling my camper.
Nope.
What did your 351 get?
9.
Yeah,
Sounds-
you should.
You might get close then if you're getting
I
13.
would seriously take it back down to 87 though. On the
Yeah.
there's no reason to spend the extra money for
Another thing too, get you 2 things of seafoam and put it in both tanks and fill them up. And I guarantee you
Oh,
that's
I'm
going to help you a lot.
I am betting that engine's clean.
I changed.
Yeah, but still,
It's long
seafoam is
time.
just going to help it. Seafoam's
I
gonna
don't
help
like seafoam myself, so that's
I
personal.
love it. I
I
love
don't
it.
like I've
I
had
put
it
that
cool
shit-
engine, so
But see, I just don't pour mine in my gas tank. I put mine straight through my vacuum system. And
yeah.
and you put it through your vacuum system, dude.
I
You can
stuffed
just
it in
you
the
can
car.
see the carbon. You can see the smoke come out of your shit, blowing all the carbon out. And
I
I
used
promise you, it picks up gas mileage. It really helps.
I used to dump ATF down in the carburetor of my first for 60. Yeah, it was a smoke show. Dump some Mercon down into the barrels of the carburetor.
Yeah. That works.
But I used to do that to be funny. At school, I would do it just to be funny because I thought it was funny when it smoked. Plus, all of my fellow cheerleading compadres used to make fun of me for having that truck.
Same here, Ford Blue. As soon as I got this little 4-cylinder, dude, this 2.3, I seafoamed that bitch immediately.
Well, if they've sat for a while, I do that too. But from what I understand, that truck's been used. It just didn't get used a whole bunch, but it was constantly used.
Yeah, this little Ranger I got is set for 2.5 years.
The car's been set. Yeah, that's a good thing to do. But I've had seafoam in certain cars. They don't like it. They don't like it at all.
The tires are from 2018.
Yeah.
So far, knock on wood, I've yet to ever have a bad experience with seafoam as of yet. You know, I'm sure there's probably gonna come that time where I have a vehicle where I probably will have. But so far, like I said, knock on wood, I've never had a bad
Well,
experience.
for me, it was actually an injector issue. They did the injector. It did something to them, and it clogged them up, or not clogged them. It opened them up too much, or it made the injectors not work very well after that. And I had to replace. But it was only 4 injectors, so it wasn't too bad. I replaced them. It was pretty cheap. I fixed it, got it working. and it cleaned out the rest of the engine.
I will say I do like. Oh, another thing this guy used.
Oh my head.
He also did all his own oil changes with a T4 Rotella 1540.
Yeah,
Ford Blue, why ain't you up on this panel?
because he doesn't want to be, I guess.
Unlike Blue not to be up here.
He said back in the day, the Motorcraft service rep recommended that.
Really? Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
It was recommended.
I mean, it says 1030 in the owner's manual. So yeah, I have the owner's manual, and there's like I even have like the old warranty information for when he bought this truck.
Yeah. Oh, well, you speaketh name, and he shall arise.
Well, there he is.
I'm here. I'm just I'm cooking on the grill, and
Oh,
I sure am
I'm
glad
here.
you're
I'm
in
cooking
here.
on the grill. Why? I'm of no
Because
use to anybody.
You might be used to me. Let me explain to you. Let me tell you what I found out today, and you tell me if this other engine builder is correct or not. My brother took his LS and had it rebuilt. I already know what you're gonna say
Poor
about
guy.
that, but it came stock in his Tahoe, so he's rebuilt. It's got 380 thousand miles. Anyway, he took his block and his heads down and had it redone. And that guy was down there asking questions about. When my brother got down, he was asking questions about my little motor, the little 2.3 in this truck. And see, I really, without doing the research, I haven't checked to see what kind of what weight oil I should put in this little truck. And come to find out, this guy used to race mini stocks, and he said he absolutely loves the little 2.3. And my brother told him I put 1040 in it when I changed the oil, and the guy told him that is too thin of a weight. He said, tell him to go back to a 2050.
2050. I run 1540 Rotella and everything, man.
That's what my brother said. Also told him that's what he said. He would put 1540. Now he didn't direct say Rotella. He just said 1540. But
Well, you can go to Walmart and you can buy 1540 Motorcraft diesel oil. It's a little more expensive than the Rotella, but it is diesel
I run
oil.
Rotella.
And
I got no problem running Rotella.
So
Right.
does the 2.3 have 2 plugs per cylinder?
his don't.
No. There's two different versions of
that.
the 2.3. Some of them's got 8 plugs and some of them's got 4. Mine's only got 4. Mine's one of the earlier ones.
Because
Sorry, guys. Will you get the butter out and get ready with the foil?
Yes.
Okay.
I always love butter on the grill.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, guys.
No, you're fine, buddy. Hey, you're cooking, man. It's all good, buddy. It's all good. It's all good.
I haven't left her steady today.
What's up, Mark? How you doing, bud?
I'm cooking KC strips. No, New York strips. I'm sorry. Actually,
strips,
two of them were KC strips. 2 of them are New York strips.
It's all beef.
We're gonna be doing ribeyes tomorrow night, so we don't have any New York strips. All we got is ribeyes. So
I don't have any. I think I might take some ribeyes out for later in the week, but I gotta get my grill back or get my grill out.
oh man, let me tell you what I did yesterday. I got out here before the rain started. I got out here and I grilled some hamburgers and hot dogs and some chicken. Well, my damn little nephew come over last night, and we just made a big damn pot. I just made a big damn pot of spaghetti the night before. And so he come over, and what my mom did, she gave him all my hamburgers, all my hot dogs, and all my
Ready?
to take home with him. I was like, no, what the hell did you do that for? I said, I just grilled them because I wanted to eat them. I said, why didn't you give him the spaghetti? I said, I just grilled them today, and you give all my hot dogs and hamburgers away. I said, why the hell did you do that? So now I ain't got no more damn
Fucking kids,
grill.
man.
Yeah, I ain't got no more damn hot dogs and hamburgers. Now I gotta grill some more. I was like, damn.
Has anyone ever heard of 460 EFI guys?
I've never heard of it.
Maybe I think you have mentioned it in one of the other lives.
Oh, maybe I have.
That's the only
But
time.
I would
I think I heard it through you at one point in time, maybe.
Well, I will definitely do that tomorrow. I will go buy some 1540 Rotella, and I will drain out the oil, and then take the oil filter off, drain out the oil filter, and put it back on. And I will put the Rotella in it.
The fucking oil filter's $6. Put an oil filter on it.
Dude, I just changed the oil 4 days ago. It's got a
Oh, well,
brand
then
new
don't
oil
even.
filter on.
You don't need to drain the oil out of it. Just change the. Is it making any racket or any noises or anything?
You can hear like the rockers and shit like that, which I didn't hear before I changed the oil. I guess because it had the thicker oil in it, and now it's got the thinner oil, and I hear it. It's not making any noise or nothing like that. But I didn't even know I put the wrong oil in because my dumb ass didn't do any research. That's my own fault.
Man, run that 10W40 in there, and when it's time to change the oil, change the oil. Don't fuck with. You don't have to change it again right away. If it ain't
Because I
giving you no
just changed the
problem,
oil
it's
4
all
days
right,
ago.
man.
But I just
Fucking
changed
use
4
it,
days ago.
man. Use what you got.
And me personally, I always usually when I go to the store and I buy oil, usually I buy Castrol 20W50. But this time I
Stay
bought
away
Castrol.
from that shit.
Well, I've never had any problem with Castrol.
I haven't either, but I think my opinion is it foams up.
If
Okay,
I'm running
okay.
synthetic, I'm running the Castrol titanium because it is one of the few synthetics that's actually a full synthetic. Most of
Well,
them,
I didn't put synthetic in this truck.
No.
I just put regular 1040
I'll be
high
using
mileage.
Motorstrip in this one.
I don't use synthetic in anything. I don't believe in it. I like zinc and phosphates. It's much better.
I don't like zinc phosphates. They started a fight with me. We're just not vibing anymore.
Did you get all your railroad ties done today, buddy?
Between yesterday and today, we got like 25 of them set. What?
Out of how many?
How many do we have left?
Yeah.
Probably another 25 or 30 still to set.
Holy shit! So you're halfway done then.
Yeah, about. Well, okay, so we're 3/4 of the way because they already had 25 of them set before I got into it.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Yeah. There's probably going to be 75 or 80 railroad ties total by the end of the whole thing.
That's a lot of ditches. Holy shit.
You'll see it a little more once I get a little bit farther. You'll see a little more of it and see what's going on. And he did say that one night after work this week, he's thinking one night after work this week, we're going to go out and start grading the driveway area down 2 inches.
There you go.
So, because he's wanting gravel laid next week or rock, actually. So we're using the white golf ball size rock.
So he's going to put down. He's first going to put down limestone, then, right?
That's not the way he does
That's what
it.
the white rock is, limestone.
Okay, that might be. I don't know. It's the bright white rock. Bright white rock.
Yep, that's limestone.
Okay.
That makes a very good base.
Oh well, no, that's actually what we're using.
Oh, so he's
That's
not
all it's
going
gonna
to use
be.
a base at all. He's just going to use limestone for everything. The whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
So, the island is being built for the kitchen area. It's the dude's at his shop building it, and he said the floors will be done this week. All the laminate and the island will be in sometime this week.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Hopefully your boss is going to be right, and you guys are going to be able to move in sometime in June. Hopefully.
Well, I said something to him last night when my nephew showed up out there so he could see it. And I said, while my boss was there, it was the three standing there bullshitting. And he said, so when are you thinking you're going to move in? I said, maybe 2 or 3 months. And my boss said, no. He said, way sooner than that. If it keeps moving the way it is, he says way sooner than that. But, life happens, things happen,
That's right.
So he says end of May, beginning of June. He's thinking 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll already have my cars out there, and then start moving my shed out there, and start putting stuff in the garage.
Damn, bro, you got a lot of work to do in a month's time. Holy shit.
Oh, I already know. So we're gonna move completely. I'll keep paying rent here too. Fucking, that's gonna hurt.
Let me ask you something. Are you up under a lease where you're at, or are you just paying basically month to month?
Go ahead, Pinks. What? Hang on a second, Salty. What'd you say, Pinks?
You said another nice thing about this line lock I put in on these brakes is I forgot to break the nuts loose before I lifted the car. So I just sat in the car, pushed the brakes down, hit the line lock, and they don't turn now. So I was able to break the nuts loose. That's
Good
a
deal.
feature there.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So are you still up under a lease at your place, or are you just basically month to month right now?
So what? Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, we got
Okay. So we've been month to month for like 13 years.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
We signed the first year lease, and she said, if you want another lease every year, then come sign a new lease every year. Otherwise, after the first year, it's month to month. And we've been here. We're just now starting we moved in April of 2009. So
She's probably upset.
Oh, yeah.
You're leaving.
Yeah,
huh?
y'all going on.
She's probably upset you're leaving. Good tenants are hard to find.
She
Yeah.
don't know yet.
I know. But she's upset on that.
He's gonna
She
tell me
don't
about
know
a week
yet.
ago. About a week ago. Hey, we're moving out.
No, hell no. Because
He
I
says
ain't
he's gonna
having
get everything out.
No. So the way I'm doing it is we're going to get completely moved. I'm going to pay an additional month's rent in this house. Then we're going to come in and paint the house, clean the house, get it ready to turn over to her, and then I'm going to write her a thank you note for letting us have the house for so long and for being such a great landlord to us, and tell her we appreciate it and that it was a great thing and all that stuff. And then that I've painted and cleaned everything up. We're gonna rake the yard and all that shit. And then I'm gonna take and put all the keys in the envelope, and I'm gonna drop it off to her office to her daughter while she's not there.
While she's not there.
You're afraid to say goodbye.
Hey, but you're doing a lot more than most tenants, or 99% of tenants. They wouldn't go back in and clean it up, paint it, and make it look good and all that. Most people wouldn't do that shit.
I am a firm believer that good things happen when you do shit right.
That's right. I agree.
Period. You've got these people that say, why does this keep happening to me? Why is life doing this? Why can't I? Why is it like, you know what? What did you just do last week? I watched you walk into the gas station and I seen you put 3 candy bars and a sandwich in your pocket, and then you paid for gas and left.
Yeah, you know what that all comes back to? Karma's a bitch. Karma is a real thing.
Right. So, and I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live their life. This is America, do you. But if you're a positive member of society and you work hard, anything you want, you can make happen.
That's right. I agree. 100%.
No karma.
Yeah, we don't need no karma.
Do you know what? Anybody?
What?
What's that, Pink?
What this is?
From where I'm at, it looks like a roll pin.
No, it's not a roll pin.
Oh, is that a coupler for a wire connector to make it bigger to clamp down?
It's a solder. It's an EC5 connector pen. I was astounded with how small the cup for the wire to go in, the solder end.
Mm-hmm.
How shallow it is.
Shallow. Yeah, it's super shallow.
You're putting a 12 gauge wire in there. You need good surface and all that. And I'm like, that is crap. Now I gotta, and I I need to get something to hold the pins with that won't suck the heat away because I can't hold them. They get too hot too fast.
That place is going
So
totally
use
different,
an
man, when we move
alligator
away from
clip.
there. Yep.
I don't. Well, no. What I want is my old soldering vise, or one like my old one, because it's got a heat-resistant plastic on it that doesn't suck away the heat. New alligator clips or anything like that, they suck the heat away and take longer to heat up. And I'm using either a battery powered or a propane powered or butane powered.
Dude, I got a Edward Scissorhands when it comes to them holding all my wires and shit like that. I got one of those damn little things you sit up. Yeah, I got one of those. You set it on. It's got like 6 little arms on it. It's got all of them's got banana clips on the end of them, and you can sit there and hold all your wires and shit. And don't have to do any of that shit.
So Scott Keller. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
Yeah, I need to get one of those, Salty.
Yeah, I bought mine off Amazon. I think it was like $14 or something like that.
Scott Keller. There's nothing. Here's the deal. Everybody thinks that this oil's too thick or that oil's too thick. Here's my opinion. At 195 degrees, that oil's gonna thin. Plain and simple, it's going to thin down. Now, 15W40 in dead winter or 2050 in dead winter, and I'm not talking in Canada. That'll be when 91LX's temperatures are 35 degrees below with a 50 degree below wind chill. I wouldn't recommend him running that oil in his small block Ford, because it's going to be thicker than molasses at that point. But for us hot rod guys, we fire up our car, it sits there and idles for a few minutes, and then we run the total dog shit out of them. Some people don't like the thick oil. They want to run thinner oil, but it's been good oil for me. My wife's F-150 with the 32 valve 5.4 in it, I run 1540 Rotella in that, and it loves it. And I absolutely abuse that truck. Oh, babe, sorry, you didn't hear that.
I already know.
So, and I will go and abuse that truck, and then abuse it, and then take it and haul trailers and haul cars, and then give it back to her, and it just fires up, takes her back and forth to work every day, and loving it. So, I have really good experience with it, and that's why I use it. I do also use 91LX says hi Miss Shelley.
Oh, hi.
So I do also use 10W30 Motorcraft. I also use 2050 Racing Valvoline. It just depends on which car I am using. My daughter's car, she has a 2012 2012 Ford Fiesta. It's got like 50,000 miles on the motor, and she runs 10W30 oil in that Motorcraft. So it just depends on which vehicle.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Pete?
How you doing, buddy?
Well, 1540 and the 460
whatever was
sounds
recommended. What's up, MJI? This vehicle gets what's recommended by HPR. The vehicle. Howdy.
Oh. Did he sound like a robot to you guys, or was it just me?
Nah, he sounded like a robot.
Okay. I was wondering if it was just me.
Talking about me?
R2D2.
Yeah, you.
Oh yeah, I'm in the garage, so sometimes it fades in and out.
Yeah, when you sit there and say it's not too thick, I run semi truck. I know a little bit about oil. I got a Toyota T100 out there at 572,000 miles on 5W30 since day one. 1 ton weight capacity. Laugh all you want. That 4-cylinder can pull a ton. And I've run nothing but 5W30 Royal Purple, which it's full synthetic, and it has zinc in it as well. Look it up.
Okay, good for you.
I don't
There-
care what people
there ain't-
run. I'm going to run whatever I want.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying.
You can run bubble gum in your car. I don't care what you run. They asked me my opinion, and that's what I use. What'd you say, Pinks? I'm sorry.
I'm running Wesson in this one, and I got olive oil in that one.
Right.
Hey, you know something?
I got some
It-
Crisco.
as long as it ain't Quaker State, I'd run vegetable oil in my car
Okay.
too before I'd run
won't
Quaker
run
State.
Quaker State and Pennzoil are both trash.
I won't run Pennzoil either.
Actually,
Yeah.
for
I
the truth of
won't
the
run.
matter, Pennzoil used to be a good oil. Used to be a damn good oil.
Back in the day,
So if you want to run Pennzoil is still good if you're buying the high-end Pennzoil racing oil that's like $17 a quart. That shit is still good. But the cheap generic shit that, Pennzoil and Quaker State, it actually comes out of the same drum.
yeah.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
trash.
If you
It's
ever tried Royal Purple though, I guarantee it wouldn't go back.
So I have used Royal Purple. I like it. I just don't use it. It's just not of my preference. I'm not saying
And
nothing
they
bad
actually
about
make
it. It's
in a
just
5W. They actually make it in a 5W40.
right. It's just
I'm
not
on
of my
W40 or-
preferences.
I've always run Castrol. I can't. That's just something I've always ran because my dad ran it, so I've always ran it. Never had any issues out of it. Usually, I always run 2050, but for some reason, I don't know why, I chose to buy a 1040 for this little truck. Now I wish I'd have bought 2050.
I run 0-20 in my little.
He said Mr. Brigg knows about lube. 91 went right out there. I love you, 91. That's awesome. Oh yeah, Bud Light sucks. Bama said
Yeah.
Bud Light sucks. Take a
Bama,
drink of Bud
actually, no,
Light and you're gonna end up deep
Pennzoil
throating.
used to, back in the 70s, Pennzoil used to actually take used motor oil, refine it, and it was actually damn good oil back in the 70s.
Oh, I wasn't driving back in the
Not-
70s, so
I wasn't either.
I
Oh,
wasn't
I just-
even a cream on the sheets in the 70s. Well, I guess I was because 79 is when I was born, so I guess I was.
you just made
Hell,
it in there, didn't you?
I was 14 years old when you were born.
Hey, just
Yeah,
think, man.
So was
hey,
was my wife.
hey, look here. I missed being born in the glorious 60s by 8 days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, she was 13 when I was born.
Is that December 23rd?
No. I was born January the 8th. So,
Oh,
but
you were born-
technically 9 days, basically.
Oh.
I was born in the 80s.
Yeah, you're all a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
Oh man, shit. Hey, look here. I'm glad you're older than me.
Uh-huh.
That means I'm not that old yet.
Right?
I would not want to be
He
your
said,
age.
I'm glad you're older than me. That means I'm not that old yet.
I don't want to be your age. I don't want to be your age. You know why?
Why
Because
is
that
that?
means all those years you got to work all over again. I don't want to work all over again. I can't
Hey,
wait.
dude.
I got
Look
3
here.
more
I'm not
years.
working. I'm 53 and I'm retired.
Nah, I can't retire that young. I'll be
Well,
57 this year. I ain't gonna retire.
I didn't retire because I wanted to. I was forced into it.
I think this is the first time I've seen Mr. Briggs on a live stream in the Ford community.
Oh no, he's been on here a few times.
Uh-huh.
He was on here tonight and he told who was it, boss man to leave his fucking balls at the truck stop. Because he drove an automatic truck.
An automatic semi? Hell no.
Yeah, he said, just leave your balls at the truck stop.
Yeah, that's what I said to him.
But you got to look. I mean, that's the way of all the big companies are going now. They're all going fucking automatics.
I own my truck.
Well, let's see. That's what I did. I own mine too.
I purposely looked for a manual 4x4 because I didn't want an automatic.
The only thing I'd never buy, the one thing I'll never buy, one brand I'll never buy, I'd buy a Ford if I'm actually got a 72 Ford F100 with the 300 straight six and the 3 on the tree. I finally found a transmission port.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that engine. That's a good engine.
It's a 3 on the tree. Everybody says to put on the floor. I like it on the tree. I like.
Dude, that's what I learned how to drive was 3 on a tree. That's what I learned how to drive in.
So did I. But as far
I
as
learned how to drive 4 on this tree. That probably stumped you.
Stumped too.
No, there is no 4 on the tree.
You want to bet?
I learned a 3
I
on
never
the
seen.
I'll bet you a paycheck.
I ain't giving you one of my paychecks.
If there's a reverse, I guess technically it'd be a 4.
No.
Well, there's
try
also a
first,
4.
second. Hold on. Try first, second, third, fourth, and reverse manual transmission on the column. Yes.
Yep. They got them. They got a granny gear 4-speed on the column.
Was it a Hudson?
I learned how to drive in a 59 Simca with a Nash 4-cylinder with a 4-speed manual transmission, and it was a 4-speed manual transmission on the column.
Simca, I'd never even heard of one of those. I'm about to read
Yes.
I never heard one either. That's why I gotta say I have to look that one up.
Yep.
Yeah, I just want to see what it looks like.
It looks like the best way I could describe it is a miniature. And when I say miniature, I'm talking the size of a Honda Civic.
Holy shit.
Miniature 55 Chevy.
Okay.
Really?
That's about the best way I can describe it. A little bit
car?
different shapes, but super close to a miniature 55
with the little
Chevy.
fins and shit on the side. I know what we're talking about.
Close to a
You know what I learned to drive in? A 69 Pontiac Bonneville with a Muncie 4-speed.
I learned to drive on a Willys Jeep 60. Still have it.
Believe it or not, I learned how to drive on a tractor before I ever made it into a car. But then I learned how to drive my dad's old Ford truck.
I first learned how to drive my dad crazy.
First car I ever drove was a 77 Datsun B210.
Oh, Lord.
No, it was a 78 Toyota Corolla SR5.
Damn, I remember the old B210s. Holy shit.
We've had several of them. My dad bought it. My dad bought our B210 for $50. They told him it had a bad engine. It was locked up, and then he drug it home and he started messing with it and thought, well, the motor turns one direction about 3/4 of the way, and it stops, and you rotate it the other way, and it won't turn at all. So it'll turn backwards 3/4 of a turn, but then it stops. It won't go forward. And then you can turn it backwards another 3/4 of a turn, but then it won't go the other direction. So he pulled the transmission out, and the fucking clutch was blown up inside, and the disc had came out and got part of the disc had came out and got caught into the pressure plate and was binding into the bell housing. So it would rotate, and then when he tried to rotate it back, that part was catching, and then it would rotate. And he put a clutch in it, and we drove that thing for probably 10 years.
Yeah, people can say what they want about them old Datsuns, buddy, but they used to run. I'm telling you, the damn little straight
What
sixes.
state were you in?
The straight sixes that used to
I'm
come
in
into little
Kansas.
280s. They used to come into little 280s and the 260s. Those are fast ass little cars, dude. People can say what they want. Them bitches would ride.
I'm in Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah, around here that thing would be a tuna fish can. Most of those B250s or 350s, whatever the hell, they were in the junkyard after 10 years.
Yeah, but you got to remember the climate you're in.
We still see them here. I mean, we got guys that are restoring them here.
Hell, them old things are worth money now, man.
Fuck yeah.
Especially like the damn 70s old Toyota Corollas and shit. Them damn things are worth money.
I know where a 72 Dodge Colt is that is super solid, no rust, 2-door coupe. Super solid, no rust, no engine and transmission. Their original plan was to put a small block Chevy in it, and it's been sitting for like 20 years.
That's
I can get the car.
Forever. Dodge Colt. Holy shit.
I can get the car,
years.
but it's hard to get a hold of the guy.
Mitsubishi Starion. That's pretty.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, we
remember
call 'em-
the Stereons was
call
a
'em
later
Rondo.
version, but the old 70s like Toyota Corollas, the Datsuns, and this is before Datsun changed its name to Nissan. Everything
Yep.
was called a Datsun back then. Man, in the old Mazdas back in the same day, you got to admit they were good ass little old cars, man. They would fucking last forever as long as you maintain them right.
There's a 70 Prince Imperial here for sale right now.
I don't even know if I know what that is.
It's like
I don't know if I've ever
Just
heard of it. The
couple-
only Imperial I've ever heard of is the old Dodge Imperial.
The Chrysler Imperial. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's the only one I've ever heard of.
all right, so a lot of people don't know the real history, but Nissan used to be Datsun, which you did know.
Yep.
But Nissan used to be Prince Motors. So it was Prince Motors and then Datsun and then Nissan.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Prince Motors was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like the early Nissan Skyline, like a 72 Nissan Skyline, Datsun Skyline, Prince Skyline, it's all they changed the names right about the early 70s, late 60s. So yeah, it's a big deal. When I was a kid, I had a 72 Skyline.
Yeah, wasn't
So
most
I
of,
know
wasn't
a
most
lot
of those
about that.
Skylines back then 4-doors?
Nah, not all, but yes, a lot. Most, yeah.
Battle Trap, what's up, buddy?
I'd say more than not.
Yeah, I got to build a roll cage for my 04 Mustang convertible. Take it to Demolition Derby this year.
A what? Say it again.
I'm going to take my 04 Mustang convertible, the 45th anniversary, to Demolition Derby this year.
Oh, hell yeah.
I ain't
Hell
mad at
yeah.
you. It's a convertible, dude. It's a parts car. So, hell, I'd say beat that
Oh, I
something
love
to death.
convertibles.
It don't bother me to hear you beating up a convertible. Not at all.
Well, no.
Oh, I love a rag top. I've always had one. This car's got 12,000 miles on it.
Convertibles are factory built fucking parts cars.
Hell yeah, they are.
No.
I mean, you gotta look. You gotta look. That's just what me and Blue 100% agree. Convertibles are parts cars.
Factory
What's
factory built parts cars. They're gross. They're for girls and guys who like guys.
Not me. I ain't gay, buddy. I
I
love
didn't
my
say
rag
that.
top.
I didn't say that one.
I did. I did. I got no love for a convertible.
You know what's funny though? I got an Audi TT that was hit. I got two of them actually, one in Florida, one in New York. I had no problem getting women. 20 years my junior if I want them.
But I will tell you, there is a convertible I wouldn't mind having that I've never owned that I would love to get my hands on, and that's a 62 convertible SS Impala. I would love to have one of those motherfuckers. A friend of mine had one, and I fell in love with that car when I seen it.
No,
Ain't nothing
rattle
like
trap.
dropping
It's
the
my
top
safety
down.
glasses.
There's nothing like putting that top down, let the wind blow through your hair.
And see, that's impossible. That can't happen to me.
He's bald.
I'm bald. I ain't got no fucking hair.
What if you don't like anybody?
It's
Say
like
what?
this. If you got an old Jeep, you basically got a convertible because that's just a 4-wheel drive convertible.
I can't have a Jeep.
He said convertibles are for chicks and chicks with dicks.
See, I can't have a Jeep. I'm sorry, a Jeep is just a piece of shit. I can't stand a motherfuckers.
Hey, I built them. I put Ford axles under them. I have a CJ. I have the original. All right, now you got me sparked up. All right,
Jeep
Well, see-
used to be good till Chrysler took them over.
hold
See, you
on.
qualify for a Jeep, Jamie. You're a female, so you qualify for it.
There is three real Jeep manufacturers: AMC, Kaiser, and Willys.
I was gonna say, well,
Anything after AMC is Chrysler, Fiat, whatever flavor they want to call themselves at that point.
Oh, I get Mater's Workshop all worked up all the time when I tell them Dodge Ram is junk.
Hey, look,
Dodge
CJ,
Ram. Hey,
that's another
anything.
one I wouldn't mind having. As a damn 70 GTO Judge convertible. Now that would be a sweet car.
Anything after they removed the fucking dimmer switch from the floor, Dodge wise, is trash. Chevy wise is trash, in my opinion. However, the Cummins is a badass engine, but that is not Dodge.
Until the Cummins is badass. Until 19 plus, when they took the hydraulic, when they transferred from solid lifters to hydraulic lifters.
Yep, that's fair.
Because mine dropped a lifter under warranty, and it was going to be 6 months waiting to fix it. They had to pull the whole motor, and the dealer and my white Dodge back. It was 21.
I am not a fan of the common rails 05 and up. 03 and up, whatever it is. I'm not a fan of them. They're good motors, don't get me wrong. I'm just not a fan. I don't want one. It's just too computer controlled.
A P-pumped 24 valve.
I have a 12 valve is what I have. So
Man, when you start talking about P-pump, you're going to make damn Bama's mouth water.
I would P-pump a 24 valve, and then I would drop it in place that 460, but I don't want to do anything with that 460. It runs way too smooth for me to want to pull that thing.
I eventually would like to put a 24 valve head on top of my 12 valve. I eventually would like to do that conversion.
That's an option. Never thought about that one.
Yeah, there's
killer dowel fix on the 12 valve.
I have not done it yet. I was told it was done already before I got it. It was also turned up on 40 pounds too, so I'm not sure if it's done while it's in my truck, and when I'm finishing up the front end, I'm going to pull it all apart and make sure it's done.
Does yours have the NP 4500?
No, mine's got a 518A, a fully built 518A.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
The worst thing Ford ever did was get rid of their straight six.
I agree.
I love this. Easy to work on.
So on military tires, I got 37-inch military tires in my Dodge truck. At 40 mile an hour, I could lay on the gas pedal and it would get squirrely and scared the shit out of the wife on Seneca Street. I'm cruising 40, 45 mile an hour and I just lay on it and it's trying to change lanes. So, I mean,
You got the 16.5-inch rims?
Yes, I do. Beadlocks.
Yeah.
So,
they're like,
do you know who, since you're into four-wheel drive stuff, do you know who Trailworthy Fab is?
Yes. Oh, you got those beadlocks?
Trailworthy Fab is here in Wichita. They are based here.
Oh,
so, right. Yeah, I went to them and they built my beadlocks, yes.
Oh, man. I have Hutchinson, Rock Monster. They make a lot of the military beadlocks.
Yep.
They make a lot of stuff with partners. That's what I put on my Jeep.
And they make from what I've gathered. So my brother is in California and he's been in the magazines because of his rock crawler. And he claims that Trailworthy Fab has the baddest transfer case. Their transfer case is like the gnarliest transfer case, I guess, when it comes into the rock crawling world.
I have an Atlas. I have the Advanced Adapters Atlas transfer case, and it's got 5.
Okay.
Show the good thing about the Atlas, one is it's gear driven, and 2, you can do what's called a front wheel dig. So it's twin stick. You can turn the front wheel on only, lock either the parking brake or a cutting brake, and you can do a hairpin turn on a rock.
So their transfer cases like that too, and don't hold me to this part, but I believe it's a 7-to-1 ratio or some shit. And I like my 205 transfer case because I can put a twin stick in it too and do front wheel digs too.
You can also take a chain driven 203 and make a double, or 205 203 and have a splitter in your transfer case. I did that with and put an MP 435. This is when I first got into rock crawling with my buddy, with the dude I was dating back in 04 when I was 15.
So you and my brother could probably talk to all this fucking 4-wheel drive shit for hours.
Maybe.
I get lost on it because this is my first one I've built.
I built a Ford 9-inch front steer axle with a high pinion 9 differential because it keeps the drive shaft out of the rocks.
He did he did basically the same thing on the front of his wife's Jeep.
And I have a standard low pinion rear because I didn't want to run a high pinion in the rear because the pinion bearing oiling. So I was wondering.
He put a 14 bolt under the back of her Jeep.
Yeah, probably shaved it too. Probably shaved the ring.
Probably. I know it's trussed, top and bottom trussed, and so is the high pinion 9-inch in the front.
Yeah, I just did I did a 9-inch with 35 splines front and rear. That's how I learned a 9-inch. And then
He said Pink gave me a wrench so I could throw Salty out.
It's like that truck that Jamie just bought around here. That's probably one of the rustiest trucks Ford ever built.
Which one?
The one she just bought, the 88, whatever, 87.
It looks like it.
Trey's here.
Okay, I'm putting the kitty up. Oh my goodness, kitty.
I think I'm gonna reseal the back brake light. Somebody said that's the word.
If you're talking about on the back window, above the back window, yes. I had to do that on my wife's 07. When it rained, it would just come right in and run down the window. So I pulled it out, put a new.
You can delete those now. They're not even required, Bow.
Right. Well, so I put a tinted one in there and shit, and with LED bulbs, and the wife drives it, so I want to keep it as cool as possible, as right as possible for her. I don't do much of anything special to her truck.
So this guy put a Bluetooth head
Sorry,
unit
Salty. I'd walk away.
original. He left the original stereo under the seat with all the original wiring. He didn't cut any of the wiring. He just got the adapter plugs.
That's good.
He put in the Bluetooth stereo.
I have to go. I have a company that just showed up. So you guys all have a great night. Nice bullshitting with you. Pinks, thanks for letting me on, even though it wasn't much of an addition tonight. And you guys have a great evening.
You too, Blue. Take it easy, bud.
Good addition, even though you did some of the most
Be careful, Blue. Good chat.
You were a great addition.
All right. Well, thank you. And you guys have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny in about 5 or 6 years when they start pushing this electric crap more and more. It's like a buddy of mine gets mad. I said,
Not gonna happen.
he's a Chevy man. I said, Chevy has not built a truck since the square body.
So what about the Ford? When did they stop? 96? No, joking.
No. I mean, Ford. I've never had a problem with Ford. I don't like the look of the '90s Ford. They were butt ugly. Probably what you just bought was the last generation Ford that I thought was actually looked like a truck. Dodge ain't that they look bad, but I wouldn't buy a Dodge if you get. I hate Dodge.
I have two of the last years of something. The 97 is the last year of the wing window, and the 351, and the 87 is the last year of the carbureted Ford.
Well, and like Chevy, the last year they had was 86 was for Chevy. But see, I'm one of the people I like fuel injections. I prefer fuel injection. I detest carburetors.
I do too. I like what works. I'm not against either, as long as it works and it's functioning properly. Then I don't have.
I mean, the trouble with the carburetor. I mean, in the wintertime, you got to literally start it and let it run for 20 minutes before you can drive the thing.
Oh yeah,
around here, anyways.
I lived in PA and had my first 460 and had to do that. Same with my 305 square body.
Yeah, that's exactly. Carbureted fuel injection. I prefer the throttle body. The first throttle bodies were simple.
Like the 87 and 95 GMs.
Yep, exactly. And GM HEI, it's one of the best ignitions out there.
That's what I put in my CJ7. I took the throttle body off of an Astrovan, a 4.3, and then I put an HEI distributor into
Oh,
AMC.
Oh yeah, you can't beat HEI. And then GM got rid of that. I don't know what that crap they're running now is garbage compared to the old HEI.
Well, see, I like both. I like carbureted and fuel injection.
Yeah,
It depends on what you're using it for. It's like right here. This is the greatest rust preventive out there.
I use a leaking rear main seal.
Yeah, you put that underneath that Ford, it'll never rust. You can buy a 5-gallon bucket for $189 in the spray can unit. It's $139. Fluid film is the best there is. That I got a rolling testament to fluid film sitting in front of my house. That's 28 years old and hardly any rust.
No, you just do like to me. You just live down here in a climate where you don't have to worry about that shit.
I could tell you in PA what my trucks looked like. It was not. They were definitely interesting. Let's just say that.
Yeah, but where do you live?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I live in Georgia. We ain't got to worry about all that shit.
I used to.
Nah, you got too many Democrats down there now. That's worse than up here. You got Warnock. I couldn't live anywhere near that.
Nobody's got more Democrats in New York, brother, other than California.
Oh, yeah, believe me, the whole area I live in. Jamie's up that was down near Scranton. I'm sure she's familiar with the southern tier of New York. The southern tier of New York's got more Republicans than any other place in the state. We're so Republican here. We shit Democrats out. We had a Democrat. My town, I could show you in the history book, has never had a Democrat sit on its town board. They wouldn't last 5 minutes.
Yeah, but it's like a little town in a state is like every other little town in every other state. It's only one little bitty small portion of that big old state. 99% of everything, every damn politician in New York elects in their big main office, like governor, mayors, secretary of state.
We tell our governor
all that shit Democrat.
We tell our governor to kiss our ass. We're 2A around here. We walk around loaded. We ignore them. We're 2A. She's threatening to bring state troopers down here and everything else. Okay, go for it. We'll kick them out.
Yeah, the Yankee necks we used to call them when I went to school.
But we gonna talk about cars. We ain't gonna talk about politics.
Yeah,
politics is subjective.
Politics.
So
but
what
it's
now,
too hot
Pink?
down there.
What was that, Pink?
Holly double pumper.
Politics, I agree.
The Holly.
Yeah, let's talk about cars.
Holly double pumper, is that like a 750 on your 350?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the people that don't like Holly carburetors are the people that don't know how to build them.
Mine's stock. My 600 stock. I think
If you know how to build them, you'll like them.
I think the 600's a little small for a 460, but I mean, I'm not really turning.
Yeah, it is. A 750 is more like 750 or 850. Actually you want the best carburetor for that, it would be either an old Rochester if you could find one.
Throw a quadra-jet on.
I was gonna say, God, I hope you wasn't gonna say damn Elderbrock. I was gonna ask Pete to kick you off the panel.
No.
Throw a quadra-jet.
A quadra-jet is a good carburetor. They're one of those carburetors. They're a good carb if you build them right.
My
Everyone
305
I've ever gotten has been a piece of junk.
My
But
305
what's that?
You weren't taken care of very well.
I love quadra-jet.
You
My
like this setup here?
Edelbrock makes good heads, but they don't make good carbs.
Not all their heads are good.
Depends on what engine you're putting it on, but they
It
still
don't matter
make
what
good
engine
heads.
you're putting on. Not all their heads are good.
They still make good heads. They make
Well,
better
I
heads.
didn't say they make. I didn't say they make them. I didn't say they make all their heads are bad. I'm just saying not all of Elderbrock heads are good.
Now we got guys talking about. No, never mind.
You just like to argue, don't you?
Never mind. I'll leave
Well,
that.
Rochester makes a decent carburetor. I don't care what you say.
I'm not got nothing bad to say about Rochester.
Thermoquad.
I'm gonna tell you another carburetor is good. Weber's a damn good carburetor too.
I miss
Yeah,
my
but
weapon carbs on my Spitfire and my Jaguar.
What was that?
You know,
Pinks?
I don't have much experience with
I couldn't hear you. What was you saying, Pinks?
My Spitfire and my Jaguar had Weber carbs on it. Single barrel carbs. But
Yep, Weber's a good carburetor.
I like those Webers.
I had a Carter BBD on the.
Great.
on the
I
seat.
just had to
Oh,
remember.
Carter's an excellent carburetor.
Yeah, as long as you don't have that electronic feedback.
It's what application? It's according to what application you're using the Carter for.
The Carter one with the electronic feedback with the fuel metering, those things were garbage. I
If you're using a Carter for a damn race application, they ain't worth a piss. Been there, done that.
was off-roading with one.
I don't see Jamie as much of a race car woman. She likes her trucks and her 4-wheel drives.
Truck or 4-wheel drive girl.
She thinks her trucks are sexy.
Nah, I don't get into all that. It's just I had a very sick obsession at a very, very young age with vehicles in general. I also used to collect light bulbs, locks, and keys too.
Yeah, but nah, back in the day when I used to run Volkswagen Bugs, man, I used to absolutely love Weber carburetors. God, they were awesome.
Yeah, they were awesome on a VW.
Oh hell yeah, they were awesome.
I like old crap.
Yeah, in a couple of years you won't be able to buy it when they force us all to go electric. That's gonna be fun.
You won't be able to buy what?
Well, electric push is gonna stop here real soon.
Yeah, I'm telling you that.
I hope so.
So
Y'all keep thinking all this electric shit's gonna take over. I'm telling you.
Like Japan has put a complete halt to it for now.
Yes.
$1.99. $1.99 per gallon for synthetic fuel. I found it.
I 100% agree with Pinks. The electric push is fixing to come to a screeching down. It's not going to come to a complete halt, but it's going to slow down dramatically.
It's going to be a coexisting thing. It's going to be hydrogen and synthetic fuel for combustion engines.
Yeah, you're gonna laugh. I'm gonna tell you something that you're gonna laugh at. I got new neighbors on my street, and I'm not gonna say what they are because I'm sure you can figure out just by what I'm talking. They came. They're a different couple. Let's just put it that way.
They're a different couple.
The husband's pregnant. What's that tell you?
Okay, interesting. That's
Okay, but anyways, they came up the street.
Wow.
They came up the husband's you know, and the woman's you know what I mean. Anyways, they came up, they moved in, and they came up, introduced themselves, and they said, "Is that your truck sitting out front?" I said, "Yes, it is." Well, we'd like to buy it, and I said, "It's not for sale." But and I said, "But may I ask why?" Because it's a gas engine. We want to get it off the street, and because we both have Teslas, and we're trying to push people to buy Teslas. Well, it wouldn't matter if I sold it to you or not. You think I'd run out and buy another? Well, we'll give you $1,000 for it. It's 20. We looked at the registration because I'm in New York and puts the year on. And being it's a '94, it ain't worth more than $1,000. I said, it's a Toyota. A Toyota you couldn't touch a Toyota that runs for $1,000 anywhere in the country.
Yeah.
Is yours 4-wheel drive? Your
No,
T1?
mine's rear wheel drive. Rear wheel. Shut up, big mouth. Shut your hole.
Man, I had a
Shut up.
305 rear wheel drive in high school, along with that 460, and let me tell you, it got wet, man.
But
That was scary.
But my Toyota, it's a 2.7 liter. It's got 81,000 on it now. And I said I could still roll that thing for 10 grand all day long, even though it's not 4-wheel drive. I said I would, and I said and if you think I'm gonna sell to you just for you to junk it, you're crazy. I ain't buying no Tesla. I almost fell over laughing. My brother-in-law lives in Florida with my sister, and they shut up, Maggie. And they did the same thing to them. He's got neighbors down there trying to buy his BMW because they want him to buy a Tesla.
Just trash it.
Shut your hole.
I left PA, man. As soon as I joined the army,
Take their privilege.
I left PA.
I like
PA
moved.
PA's a nice state. You can't take away the beauty of the Northeast.
It's not terrible. I still have my house
I
there.
was born there, but I didn't live there, so don't really know.
Property taxes are a little bit, are more than Texas, that's for sure.
Property taxes are are higher in PA than they are in New York right now. Just across the border from me.
Yep.
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
have too high a property tax in Washington, so I moved to Alabama. Only thing is, I have an income tax now, a state income, but it's not that bad.
Luckily with Texas, they don't tax military income.
Yeah, sounds like North Carolina used to be, but I heard they
Man, it's like super windy outside. I heard that they had a tornado in Virginia Beach.
Dude, it's been like 30 to 35, 40 mile an hour wind. It's been
back together.
There's a lot. There's good and bad in all states. I mean,
No,
like
Washington State used to have good, but they've ruined it all. So there's no more good in Washington State anymore.
well, I mean, every state. I mean, I pay $1,700 a year property tax. I don't think that's too terrible for
That's
a
nothing.
4-bedroom house.
I mean, it's not what I pay here. Here I pay like 143 a year.
Yeah,
yeah.
but 1,700 is still ain't bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
but where are you at?
Half an
I
acre.
pay,
So it's a small place.
Yeah, but where are you at?
I'm in Alabama.
Oh,
I
like
pay
I'd never live. I love Virginia. I was going to go to Virginia.
Washington State, when I moved last year, I was paying close to $4,000 a year for a
Yep.
900 square foot house on a 0.17 acre lot.
I'm paying $4,400 a year for my Pennsylvania house property tax.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
And-
but
and-
I understood it if I'd owned some actual property with a large house on it that was worth something. I mean, apparently my house was worth way more than I thought it was because I sold it for a lot.
to say at least the state thought it was when they kept charging you the damn property tax.
Yeah.
You know what I get kicked out of though? Like Virginia, I could buy a house like this in Virginia for probably 200 grand and probably tax would be less than 500 a year. But they tax you on a personal conveyance tax on your cars.
Oh yeah.
Yep, that's the truth. Yep, at the
Well,
Why don't you go down here?
Yep. And I PA was talking to doing that.
I rented in Alexandria for a little bit. I generally tag all my vehicles in places I don't live. So
Yeah, I looked in Virginia and I asked them about all my vehicles. I got 5 vehicles and I asked them how much they were. My Toyota truck, I'd have to pay them $1,000 a year just to drive that truck on their street. And I said, what? Nah, nope, sorry. Maggie, what are you doing?
when I lived in Virginia, I just had my little Mitsubishi Mirage and C7. But I lived in Alexandria in a 2-bedroom condo for $2,500 a month.
God almighty damn. You wanted
like
to live there bad, didn't you?
Well,
My sister and brother-in-law live in Fort Myers. Their $500,000 house is less taxes than you would think. Their house in a gated community in Fort Myers is a $500,000 house, and they literally pay less than $900 a year.
now now I just got a house in Texas for my retirement. And that's
Buddy, hurry up.
eventually I want.
You won't stay in Texas.
Bullshit. Why wouldn't she want to stay in Texas? Why would you want to move out of
I
Texas?
I just bought my retirement house there.
You won't stay there.
Why would she want to move from Texas? What's the reason?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because
Yeah, why?
3/4 of the people who are leaving California are going to Texas. They're turning Texas into
Not where I live.
they're doing but they're slowly screwing the state up, depending on what part. Like I got a friend that lives in what's the name of that town? I gotta think. Killeen, Texas.
Oh, Killeen, that's a military town anyway. It's a piece of shit.
Yes, it is. Oh my God.
Killeen, Texas sucks.
He lives in Killeen, no, not Killeen, Texas, Harker Heights, which is the same area. And He said it's a great town to live in if you're retired, but if you want a job, forget it. Unless you're military, you ain't getting nothing.
Yeah, I'll be I'll retire in 4 years, and then I just have a 2-acre piece of property with a house and shop on it. That's gonna
Military towns are good, man. I like military towns.
Well. Okay, so Columbus, Georgia, right outside of Fort Benning.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't like Harker Heights.
I'm not a fan of Columbus either.
Or Fayetteville outside of Fort
Vietnam?
Bragg. Yeah.
They renamed Fort Bragg. I cannot believe that.
What?
They renamed Fort Bragg.
When and to what? I'm so out of touch with military news.
It's like Freedom Station or something now, because Fort Bragg was a Civil War thing.
Like, I'm so out of. I'm like.
I know it's crazy. I just found out recently. I don't know if it's fully done yet, but I know they're doing it.
I'm like the most non-military military.
I know y'all talking about it, but there's nothing wrong with Columbus, Georgia.
I don't know. Victory Drive is a little. There's nothing wrong with Columbus, Georgia. Anything airport thruway in north, if going up towards LaGrange. Macon Road in south, like Buena Vista Road in Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah, that's not the most friendly part of town.
I went to
about too. Salty.
I went to basic training in Fort Sill.
I said, you know where I'm talking about.
Oh, I know exactly where you're talking about. You ain't gotta tell me. I've been to Columbus my whole life. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I love
going down there.
That was a fun town.
I love going down to Columbus, Georgia, and crossing over into Phoenix City because, buddy, they got a drag strip down there. Ain't nothing but fun as hell.
Now I've been to Valdosta. They have a drag strip down there.
Yeah, oh yeah, they got the best drag strip in the state of Georgia right now. Hell, SGMP, that place is fucking badass.
I just went there to watch a couple things.
That's where all the world record radio tire records are made, right there at that track.
I lived there from 09 to 14 down in Columbus, Georgia.
Yeah, my brother, he lives in Warner Robins, Georgia, and I tell you, man, that is just an awesome damn town.
Right on the Trashahoochee River is where I live.
Yeah, I know, Jamie and Pinks, I know y'all probably been through or been into Warner Robins, Georgia.
Yeah.
Man, I'll tell you, that is just.
Why do you get silent?
Now, if you want to go a little bit outside of Columbus and Cassetta is a decent redneck town.
I ain't gonna say every redneck town is good because they're not, but you got. Hey, let me take this call and I'll be right back.
Is there a connection issue, or is the weather knocking my tower out?
It's possibly a connection issue. I'm not here. I'm hearing you fine, but Salty just keeps stopping.
I'm just on the hotel.
Yeah. Well, Salty just went offline again.
I'm back in the DC area. I'm going to Pennsylvania next weekend though.
How long until your school's done?
The late May. And then I get to drive a 460 across the country.
That's only part way across the country.
What brand of gas you go buy so I can buy stock?
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, we're gonna need to stick to one.
I filled up on Redstone Arsenal, and then I came back and filled it up again before I parked it at my friend's house and did the gas mileage test.
Yeah, just buy it at Pilot and you go into a Pilot. If you go into a Pilot truck stop and you ask them for a Pilot card, they'll give you one. You don't have to be a truck driver to get a Pilot card. It's 3 cents off a gallon.
Only 3.
I travel past Pilots all the time because it feels like I live on the road.
Is Pilot red and white?
I think it's Flying J, isn't it?
No, red and white. A Pilot and Flying J are the same. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
go to a Pilot or a Flying J and ask them, here, I'll show you what the card looks like. Mine's for
I've had
commercial
that card
trucks.
before.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm
Jamie
not
has it.
happy
It's,
now, Alabama, because I'm still not done. I still have to hook up to one of the clutch wires, and I'm not sure which one. But at least my car is working again.
one of these things. You get one of these cards, they'll actually give you 3 cents off a gallon.
Interesting. Isn't that the one that gives you a free coffee too when you buy?
Yep. And what? Oh yeah, I got $500 on this. Every time you buy fuel, it puts it on a point system. I got $500 in points. I can go in there and buy $500 worth of merchandise if I want to.
Well, if I be pulling my
Any-
truck
Don't you?
460,
What's that?
Aren't you driving a semi though?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you use a lot more fuel than I would.
Yeah, but for someone like her that's driving that gas hog across the country,
Well,
she could probably
my truck's
wreck.
not much better.
Yeah.
I
My
drive a
truck is about
460 with a
13, 20. If I'm not hauling anything and going long distance, I can get it up to 20. But
With a-
it's a diesel, and it's a newer diesel. It's a F450. So
with my 8,000 pound travel trailer on the 460. Yeah.
yeah, your trailer.
I mean, let's just put it this way: they give you it's $1 for every. You get $1 in points, which for every 10 gallons of gas you buy or diesel. So theoretically, she could rack up $500 in no time with that fuel hog.
Definitely.
So
No,
it'd be
I was
worth her
just
going in
talking
there and
about
asking for a pilot card.
The reason I ask about the colors is right at the intersection of 72 and 43 here in town. They're building some new truck station, and it's big, but they have one of the one big tall cover for the pumps. They've got up already, and it's got red with a white stripe in the middle of it. I don't have any idea what it's going to be because they don't have signs up, which is weird.
I'll be passing through your area in late May when I drive to Texas.
Yeah, when you drive to Texas, you'll probably come this way. I would.
Because I'm driving up through Arkansas and down. Because my new place is just west
Are
of
you coming down 72 to come through to get to Memphis?
Yup.
Okay, yeah, you'll go right by. You'll be 3 miles from my house. You
Yup.
won't be far at all.
So I'll so you might see it very soon.
Yeah.
Now I'm not a weirdo.
Yeah.
I'm a weirdo, but I'm not a weirdo, so you don't have to worry about me.
I am a weirdo, so you might have to worry. My wife's pretty weird too.
Well, you drive a Ford Mustang, so
Oh, ouch.
My dad has a
I have a
convertible.
Ford Focus too, and an F450.
My dad has a convertible GT500 2012 Grabber Blue. That is apparently my car.
Oh man, I love that Grabber blue. Looks good. I like the darker blues better, but like that. Kind of. My Focus is almost the same color.
My dad, every time I deployed, well, when he got the car, so 2 deployments. When I came back, he picked me up from the airport in the GT500 with the convertible top down.
What time is it? 9 o'clock. I haven't eaten dinner yet. Huh. Oh, I've been running. Not quite 2 hours yet. Yeah, this was really an impromptu live just to get some information to figure something out, and come to find out it just needed to reset itself. It just 5 minutes wasn't long enough.
It got Forded. No, it got Chryslered.
No shit. I was freaking out, man, because I couldn't find any fuses blown, none. And I don't have the mega fuse in mine. The mega fuse didn't get added until I think 2018 or 17 or 18. I could look at my wife's car and see. She's got a 17, but it's an Echo Boost, but they still have the same electrical.
Oh, Victor, the car's not mine yet. My dad's still alive.
Well, that's a good thing.
yeah, I don't think she's in a hurry to collect it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My sister should have gotten my dad's truck, but my brother got it, and he sold it almost immediately.
Oh, I wish I could have gotten my fire truck. He had a 48 Mercury pickup.
Well, it wasn't a special truck. It was just I think
The guy that owns this truck.
It was a Silverado from I don't remember what 15 maybe, but my sister it was something she cared about. You know, it was sentimental reasons. She wanted his truck, and she would have bought it from my brother for more than they paid him for it. You know, but
I got my great grandfather Willie's Jeep, and I still have that in my garage in PA.
Oh, nice.
It's on a battery tender. And the truck that I just bought, the guy was 82. So.
Oh, nice. Oh. Whew, that's a lot of wires underneath that damn hood.
I'm gonna change out the DuraSpark and put a HEI distributor on it. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I would. DuraSpark is nothing compared to an HEI.
Now they got Chinese HEI, which is no.
Yeah, they don't.
I
have it either. No mega fuse.
I put an MSD on it before I would DuraSpark.
I'm installing right now is an MSD.
I mean, I'm not trying to make crazy power out of it.
MSD ain't so much power; it's just reliable.
Now, if I
my favorites.
now the thing about the DuraSpark is I carry just like my Jeep when I had it carbureted still, it has a because the Jeep AMC had DuraSpark ignition on their 4.2 inline six, so I just carry an extra ignition module because they are when they start all of a sudden like bucking and jumping around and erratic idle, you probably your DuraSpark is kind of is
There it is.
poo.
MSD. It's just a two-step stuff.
Yeah, MSD makes a good ignition system.
Well, I just put their two-step in on my car. I took out the watt box.
I dated this guy that tried to teach me two-step, but it didn't go very well.
Oh, two-step. What about Shottish? Did you try Shottish too? I mean, might as well.
I don't know.
Learn one, you might as well learn the other.
Kept stepping on my toes, but I was wearing heels trying to.
I learned a two-step when I learned to swing dance.
Yeah, but were you wearing heels?
And I wasn't great, but I was good enough. I don't do it anymore. We lose you, Jamie?
I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to shut this down, guys. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. But I think
I gotta go bug the Flat Earth channel.
Did you say the Flat Earthers channel?
Oh yeah, there's a guy. He's alive now. He's called Sovereign Soul on Chain Mine. He sits there, smokes bongs, and tells people they're idiots, saying the Earth is not round. He says it's flat, and I get it.
Sovereign Souls, right?
What's wrong with
His name is Sovereign Soul on Chain Mine.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that channel. I've watched, made fun of it.
What's wrong with smoking bongs?
Nothing's wrong with smoking a bong.
No, I can't stand it. I can't. But it's funny watching him sit there. He'll sit there and smoke his bong and say how the Earth is flat. And the Earth, okay. Oh, it's scientifically impossible. The guy, anybody that tries to say anything about the guy, call him wrong or prove him wrong in any way, he calls him an idiot. But he said schools are a waste of time, waste of money, and he's just.
Some schools are a waste of time and money.
Yeah,
not all of them.
No, he's saying even public schools, we shouldn't have any schooling.
I look in the mirror and call myself a waste of time and money. Is that too hard?
Wrong.
I'm very hard on myself.
Most women are.
I guess. The hardest part of all this is the last part, which is hooking up the clutch wire. But I have to figure out if it's ground, if it's a ground that's continuing through, or a 12-volt signal. I don't know, so I got to look it up.
What do you got? An upstairs in that garage?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a big ass garage.
Yeah, I wish I like the upstairs and all. There's a pool table up there. There's TV up there, all that fun stuff. But I hardly ever go up there. But It's all of it. Upstairs and down is all air conditioned and heated. So
Damn, I'd be up there all the time. I'd be playing pool. I'd have a beer tap up there and having fun.
Now I was
If I
thinking
wasn't by
about getting.
myself playing pool, I would, but I get bored playing by myself.
I'm thinking about getting a wall pack unit for my shop and having climate control.
Yeah, it's definitely nice. I did. Let's see, up on the wall there.
I
Mini
can't-
split.
I did a mini split that's a 36K outside unit, 2 18s, one upstairs, one down. Keeps this place cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Right now it's about 68 in here.
That's what I need. That's what I need in the Texas shop.
And it didn't even make my power bill go up that much.
Yeah, they're awesome. That's why I tried telling a couple people get a mini split. Some people say, nah, window air conditioners work. No.
Well, I do. I guess I do have windows in here, but no. I have a portable AC unit too that I used in my old trailer. But now it just sits. It's somewhere in here.
My travel trailer has 2 AC units.
Oh, on the top?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I can only run if I'm hooked to a 30 amp service, then I can only run one in the summer. But it's hooked to a 50, so I can run both.
That's nice. I don't have a big service in my. I can do a 120 volt 20 amp in my trailer. That's about it. Actually, no, I think it'll do 30 amp. It's a 30 amp 120 feed into the inverter, which charges the batteries. And I think I'm going to add 2 more batteries to it just for more. But it stays charged most of the time just with the 2 solar panels on top of it. So
that's nice.
And now I got the winches, the 3500 Warren winch that came in it. I didn't think would pull my car in because my car is 3,700 pounds.
Well, you're just dragging it up a very flat and a slight inclined surface.
I know, but it pulls it no problem. It doesn't even sound like it's trying. Yeah, I was gonna switch it out, and I may still put my bigger 9,000 pound in there, but it's bolted through to the bottom, so I got to get under the trailer to do it.
I need to get a different car trailer.
I have a 16-foot flatbed and then the 24-foot enclosed, which if you've seen my latest videos or my shorts, you'd see that the work I've been doing on that, which I was supposed to finish today, and I did not.
And
not
the one
including painting. I still have to paint it.
And the one where the incident happened.
Oh, where my car went into the front end and tore up. Yeah, it was sad. But I've got I've got the new panel up, the new wood, the doors back on, all the pieces are in it.
I saw some.
I have a couple more braces to put in, some aluminum angle to put behind it, and then I'm waiting Thursday. I'm supposed to have a new latch for the door that's deeper because the old latch isn't deep enough to latch because I made a thicker wall than it was.
I thought about getting an enclosed, but I'm happy. I think I'm gonna get a 14K equipment trailer with a load that you can drive over.
Get a 14K equipment gooseneck if you got that ability. If you have a gooseneck hookup,
I have the in-bed hookup because the guy had a drop-in camper, so he had the 7-pin to run the lights and stuff.
Okay.
But I do not have a gooseneck hitch, and I would have to take the bed off and put a turnball setup in it.
Oh, it doesn't have that. Yeah, it's an older truck.
So
my truck comes ready for it. I can just buy the thing and put it in there. It's got plugs in them. You just pull the plugs out and attach the ball or the fifth wheel, either one.
Yeah, I have a fifth wheel attachment because my Cummins had the gooseneck and the fifth wheel. And I still have the fifth wheel attachment. But if I get the BW turnball set up, I can use that same fifth wheel attachment. So, but that's me cutting up really, really good metal on a 36-year-old
truck. I did find another a 24-foot V-nose enclosed that's for sale here in Tuscumbia where I live, and they only want $5,500 for it. It's got 2 7,000-pound axles, so twin, and then it's got the big rear door. Of course, it's a Viper trailer, and then you got the one side door. You got the escape hatch over the wheel well on the one side, and then the front on the driver's side of the V has a door in it too. Pretty nice little trailer for the price.
What's the ceiling height?
I don't know, probably 7 foot, maybe 6.5. It's standard. I didn't ask. I should have, but it doesn't have a walk-on ceiling either. You can look because you can see through part of it. It's but it's got everything I need for a car. I wouldn't put a truck in it.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get a 14K
Cutting this
a
off.
14K lowboy drive over fender,
Yeah,
102 inch,
that's nice.
because
That's
I'm pulling
Trucks are
rig.
cheap.
I'm pulling equipment, or I'm pulling rock crawlers.
Bleed through.
But the guy, that's what he used to pull the Case tractor from Davenport, Iowa.
You should
Was a
probably
Ford,
talk
it was a Pintle. It was a Pintle
Sweetie,
trailer.
How long have you been tomorrow?
the whole passing out thing. You need to talk to him about that. Anyway, I'm going to shut this down, though. Good talking to y'all. Thanks
Yep,
for coming.
good talk. Nice seeing you, Mr. Briggs.
Go have fun with the flat earther.
Oh, I will.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go. I'm gonna go.
I'm going to go eat, shower, and go to bed.
Yep. See ya
Later.
this week
Bye.
sometime.